Ang mga equations na ito ay nagsasabi sa atin na magbabago ang behavior ng electric field at ng magnetic field depende sa material kung saan sila present. Bakit? Kasi kung halimbawa may material na present, ang gagamitin mong permittivity ng material. No? Ang gagamitin mong permeability ng material. So this implies that the material in which the electric and magnetic fields are present have an effect on the behavior of electric and magnetic fields. But as for our discussion, we will only consider free space conditions. Maliwanag po ba? Hello, guys? Are you still with me? Are you still with me? Hello? Hi. Okay. Isa-isahin natin to ha. Isa-isahin natin. Una, ano nga yung tawag dun sa unang law? Gauss's law. No? Okay. Sino ang matapang na pwedeng mag-recite dyan? No? Ano ang equation na nagre-represent sa Gauss's law? Anyone who can recite? Yung differential form. Anong equation ng Gauss's law na differential form? Kung inyong natatandaan, anong equation yon? Hello, guys? Mahihain sila. Kung natatandaan ninyo, ano nga yung equation? The divergence of E is equal to rho V divided by epsilon naught. No? Okay. So, let us digest this equation. Anong ibig sabihin ng equation na ito? Simple lang. This operation is called divergence. So, ang ini-indicate niya, no, ay ang pag-diverge or pag-emanate ng isang field mula sa isang point. Yun lang po ang nare-represent niya, no? It only indicates that a vector field emanates from a point. But what vector field do we have? We have electric field. So anong ibig sabihin nito? Simple lang, ang electric field ay nag-e-emanate sa isang point na nagtataglay ng ano? Ano nga po yung nire-represent ng rho v? Ano yung nire-represent ng rho v? Charge. So how do we interpret this equation? Electric fields come from electric charges because this very equation would tell us that wherever there is an electric charge, at that point, there will diverge or emanate electric field. Diba? So, yun lang. Ano? Napakasimple ng gustong sabihin sa atin ng equation na yan. Napakasimple. No? Ano nga kanina pala yung sinasabi ng law? Mamaya na yun. Ayan, no? The net flux is equal to the total charge. Diba? Yan yung statement ng law. The total electric flux through any closed surface, ito yung closed surface, is equal to the charge inside. Yun lang yun. No? Pero, ang sabi ng law, dapat ang surface ay closed. No? Dapat ang surface ay closed. Kung ang closed surface ay may laman na charge sa loob, no, gaano karami yung flux na ma-generate niya? Yung flux ay equal dun sa charge na nasa loob ng closed surface. That is the actual statement of the law. But more important than that, more important than the statement of the law itself, ano ang mahalagang ini-imply ng Gauss's law? Ito na yung sinabi ko sa inyo. Electric fields come from electric charges. That's it. Electric fields are generated by electric charges. So kung saang region may electric charge, doon sa region na yon, sigurado ako may electric field. Bakit? Kasi walang ibang pwedeng panggalingan ang electric field other than electric charges. Why? Because that is what the equation tells us. Electric fields can only diverge from a point where there are electric charges. O, di ba? Napakasimple, no? Napakasimple. O ngayon, imagine free space, no? Imagine ang free space. At alam natin kung yan ay free space, walang electric charges na present. Doon kaya sa region ng free space, na walang electric charge na present, magkakaroon kaya ng electric field? Yes or no? In a region that is free of electric charges, do you think electric field will be present in that region? Yes or no? Answer? Hindi. Bakit? Kasi nga, ang sabi ng law, ang electric field ay nanggagaling sa mga electric charges. So kung sa isang region of space ay walang charge, sigurado tayo walang electric field doon. O ngayon, if in a region of space may electric field, sigurado tayo saan nanggaling yon. Walang ibang pinanggalingan yan kung hindi mga electric charges. O di ba? Ganun lang, napaka-basic. No? Ngayon, the mathematics of this will tell us kasi guys, yung math niyan may makukuha tayong sagot. Ganito. Kapag in-evaluate mo ang divergence sa isang vector, ang makukuha mo either positive, negative, or zero. No? So kung positive, anong ibig sabihin nun? Ang flux ay palabas. So kung ito ay isang point, at sa point na ito, ang divergence na nakuha mo ay positive, yung flux ay palabas. O di ang itsura ng flux palabas. Ayan. Ngayon, kung sa isang point, no? Sa isang point, ang divergence ay negative, anong ibig sabihin nun? Ang flux ay papasok, no? Ang flux ay papasok. That's why we say that positive charges are sources and negative charges are sinks, no? Bakit? Kasi para siyang sink, no? Alam niyo naman yung sink ng lababo, no? Doon pumapasok yung tubig. It's as if water is entering the hole. That's why we call that point is a sink. Because the flux tend to be drawn into it. No? So ano ang mahalagang implication nung mathematics na mayroon dito? Napakasimple lang. No? Kung positive ang charge, pasan ang electric field? Palayo. Kasi kita natin yung flux ay palayo. At kung negative ang charge, dapat ang electric field directed towards the charge. Kasi kita natin, ang negative na charge ay sink. So what is the important conclusion here? The important conclusion is that electric fields are always directed away from positive and towards negative charges. Those are the important implications of this Maxwell's equation. O, di ba? So, itong Maxwell equation na yan, kahit na nakikita natin na yan ay mukhang komplikado, no? More than the mathematics, no, we should be able to understand what it means. Kaya natin nalaman na ang electric field ay away from the positive and directed towards the negative is because of the math involved in this equation. That's why mathematics is very powerful. We use it to describe the nature of things around us. Okay? So electric charges are the sources of electric fields. Electric fields originate from positive charges and they terminate on negative charges. Okay? Yun ang mahalagang lesson na makukuha natin sa equation na ito, na tinatawag na Gauss's law for electric fields. Okay? So, let us move on to the next equation. The second equation is Gauss's law for magnetic fields. Kung inyong natatandaan, ano ang itsura ng Gauss's law for magnetic fields? Ano nga po yung equation na yon? The equation, the divergence of B is equal to 0. No? Yan yung equation, the divergence of B is 0. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Mathematically kasi, kapag ka ang isang vector, 0 ang divergence, ang tawag dyan ay continuous. No? Okay, that's the background, the mathematical background. A vector whose divergence is 0 is called a continuous vector. So here we have the divergence of B being equal to 0. So what can we say about B, which we know as magnetic field? Di ba? Doon pa lang may interpretation na tayo. Anong sinasabi sa atin ng equation na ito? This equation tells us directly that magnetic field is a continuous field. Napakahalaga nun. Bakit? Hindi sa kagaya ng electric field. Bakit? Because electric fields may originate and terminate, no, at a point. No? Electric fields originate from positive charges. So if at a point there is a positive charge, electric fields will originate from that point. No? So kumbaga, ang electric field, pwede nating i-drawing na may simula at may katapusan. Saan sila nagsisimula? Sa positive na charge. At saan sila nagte-terminate? Sa nagtatapos ang electric field? Sa negative na charge. So hindi pwedeng mag-terminate ang electric field sa isang region of space na walang charge. There has to be some negative charge for the electric field to terminate. Yun ang sabi nung Gauss's law kanina. Gauss's law for electric fields. Eh, ano naman yung sinasabi nito? Kung ang magnetic field ay continuous, siya ay walang katapusan. Ay, anong ibig sabihin nun? Walang simula at walang katapusan, walang dulo. So therefore, it forms a closed loop. No? That is the implication of the law. Kaya natin nalaman kung anong itsura ng magnetic field. Ang magnetic field ay laging nagfo-form ng closed loop. Yun. Pakita ko sa inyo ito ang magnet. Ayan, no? So makita natin ang isang bar magnet may north at saka may south, 'di ba? May north at saka may south 'yan. Ngayon, kita natin ang direction ng magnetic field ay nakaturo away from the north and towards the south. Eh di sir, sabi mo kanina, nag-originate siya. Yes, at nag-e-end, nagte-terminate. Ang hindi mo alam sa loob ng magnet, 'yan ay hindi naputol. 'Yan ay tuloy-tuloy. No? Tuloy-tuloy 'yan sa loob. Always forming a closed loop. Okay? So, ano ang mahalagang message na mayroon na makukuha natin mula sa Gauss's law for magnetic fields? Simple lang, no? Dahil sa Gauss's law for magnetic fields, alam natin, no? Alam natin na ang magnetic field ay laging nagfo-form ng closed loop. O ano naman ngayon? Here comes the important part. No? Para mag-form ng closed loop ang magnetic field, kinakailangan yung magnet ay may north at south pole. Yun ang napakahalagang consequence ng equation na ito. Anong ibig sabihin? Dapat lahat ng magnet dalawa ang poles. Yun ang mahalaga dyan. So ngayon, alam natin, lahat ng magnets ay may dalawang poles. Bakit? Kasi yun ang sabi ng Gauss's law. Kasi ang divergence niya ay zero. No? Sir, edi putulin ko yung magnet. Pag pinutol mo yung magnet, makakaroon ng panibagong south yung north. Kung ito yung original na north, yung baba magiging south. At yung kaninang south magpuproduce ng panibagong north. Kahit ilang beses mo silang putulin. No? A magnet would always have a north pole and a south pole. Okay? Even an electromagnet in the form of a solenoid, no? Yung solenoid na electromagnet, no? Actually, ang shape ng magnetic field niyan ganun din, no? Kagaya ng magnetic field ng bar magnet. Kaya tinatawag natin ang ganyang shape na solenoidal, no? Na ang term na yan, it was actually coined by Ampere himself. No? Solenoidal. Okay? Yung ganyang shape ng magnetic field na walang simula at katapusan because it always form a closed loop. Solenoidal. Okay? Walang magnetic field na putol. No? Unlike electric field na nagte-terminate sa positive, sa negative at nagsisimula sa positive charge. Iyon ang ikinaiba ng dalawang fields. No? Electric fields may originate or terminate on negative charges, but magnetic fields are not like that because it is a continuous field, then it would always have to form closed loops. Now, the immediate consequence of this statement is that for the magnetic field to form closed loop, kinakailangan yung magnet dalawa ang poles. That's why we say that all magnets have two poles. Yan naman ang kinaiba ng mga magnets sa charges. Kasi ang mga charges pwedeng individually positive or negative. Pero sa isang magnet hindi pwedeng north lang or south lang. No? Dapat lagi magkasama yung north at saka south. So that means that there are no magnetic monopoles.